they're holding like a fake vote thing, but they're going like door to door with their military people and like knocking on people's doors and like taking their guns and basically like pointing with their guns where they need to like check mark. They have it on video.
So they're taking land from Ukraine?
They're gonna
They
annex
just invaded
it.
Ukraine.
Then now they're gonna annex those parts that they're still in for like because there's pro-Russian people in parts of Ukraine, and then they're gonna say like they won the vote, and then they're gonna say the land is theirs.
I saw something about that.
And then then Putin said if then they can move military if they just say they voted and everybody said it's theirs, then they'll move in. And then he said attack on those parts is attack on Russia.
Are we even doing anything in Ukraine anymore? Aren't we just
We're
sending
still
them money?
sending them money and military equipment. We send them missiles. Dude, we're sending them
is that now illegal?
We're sending them long range shit.
Is that an act of war now?
No, but I don't know how that works because we're training troops too. They're flying like Ukrainian people, like Marines, like people that want to train to the UK. We're training them and then flying them back so they can come fight. Isn't that crazy?
We're involved in this war heavily.
Oh yeah, dude.
Somehow.
War's money. They're selling them.
How? How are we making money in Ukraine?
Well, because of just like South Korea, they're going to keep buying weapons and stuff from us. And Taiwan, military contracts. They sign stuff and they keep paying us money back. We gave them all that money so we can like establish a place because eventually our hopes, I'm sure, is to put a base in Ukraine.
I thought they were broke, and that's why we were helping them. Because they don't have all the money. They don't have all the weapons.
They had some stuff, but they have to buy more stuff. And you got to fund. I mean, think about it. Like they're bringing like military people in. Dude, the 2 Americans just got released that were fighting there. Because they're like mercenaries. They're ex-military that went to go fight for Ukraine.
Who, that black chick that was playing basketball? They released her?
No, 2 military guys.
Oh.
That were like fought in Iraq and stuff.
They released
went to Ukraine. They were captured by the Russians, and the Russians let them go in like a prisoner swap.
Who do we give them? Not that arms dealer.
We gave them some guys. I don't know who.
Bro.
But we got our guys back.
What are those guys going to do now?
Probably get paid to go fight again.
No way. They're current soldiers?
No, that's the thing. They're retired. Dude, there's a lot of Americans that went to Ukraine to fight. But they're like retired, so they're technically not through the military, but they are military people.
So 2 guys from the United States, when the war kicked off in Ukraine, went to Ukraine, got captured, and they've already got released back? Mm-hmm. That was fast.
Well, it's because we actually care about them.
Well, then why won't Russia give us back that damn basketball player? I know.
Sorry to say, but who cares?
Yeah, but these are like war criminals. Because they're not going to give us back the basketball player, but they'll give us back soldiers who fought to like kill their troops. Like,
because they did a prisoner swap. They got some of their guys back.
Oh, they got some arms dealers for sure. Some submarine guys and stuff.
Dude, the one guy looked beat up and like it's weird because one guy was like you could tell he's like Asian, right? And the other guy's like this really white guy. And
that's racist, by the way.
No, it's not.
Well,
to tell them their ethnicity.
That's cap, dog. That's racist.
No, it's whatever. He's not proud to be Asian.
Proud to be an American. Wait, what?
American. No, but are you not proud? But no.
Wait, I screwed up your story.
Cool for him, man. He's a military dude. Like, props to him. Yeah. It's cool that he does that stuff.
Salute that guy.
Man, I do. They're baller. And they got back. And they were probably like tortured and stuff. Dude, think about it. They're trying to get some info from him for sure.
That no bullshit.
The one white dude was all beat up, dude. When he's coming off the plane, you could tell he lost a bunch of weight. He's all skinny. And his eyes are all like black and blue and stuff, man. He got beat up.
Yeah, man. Dude, Russian prisons, they can't be good.
Yeah.
What would be the worst prison to go to, though? Probably Mexico, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those bastards like using knives on people.
That stuff's crazy. And Putin's dying, dude. They say he's got like a high stage of like cancer.
I don't buy that. Actually,
maybe that's why he's like, man, if I gotta go, you're all coming with me.
Bro, that's scary, man. If he does, because I think about that a lot. Like,
he's got nothing to live for.
I know. He just wants to like make a name for himself. it seems like the Ukrainians are taking back Ukraine. When I look on news, like they're saying they took back this city, that looks really bad for Putin. So I'm imagining him as a dictator. He's like, hey man, F this. Like I'm about to die anyway.
I'm gonna show him who's boss.
Yeah, let's kick off World War III. He might be like, I want to be known in the history books as the guy that started off World War III.
He's like, because we could win this still. And the Chinese still back him.
Does Putin have children?
I don't know much. I don't know. Remember that lady wrote that mom like poem thing?
Dear Putin, dear President Putin, if I was your mother, there would be no war.
Man, if you were killed you.
Yeah, we're. I don't know. I hope she took that video down.
Or the ex-KGB. They always say ex-KGB, but did they ever like actually disappear? Who knows?
I don't know.
I'm assuming not.
I don't know, but it's weird to listen to that one video about that ex-Russian KGB guy that was talking about how they're doing like warfare, psychological warfare stuff to our kids, all that. It's weird because
we do the same shit. I'm
yeah,
sure.
but what's strange about that is I don't see a lot of Russian stuff in the United States. You would think if it was coming from Russia, it would be like there would be more Russian influenced things, like visible, like figures, public figures, stuff like that. Like there's nothing, man.
Maybe they just invest in like fast food and like eat. Yes, eat.
Those are Chinese people, and you know it.
Chinese and Russians are together, though.
Yeah, but they were talking about schooling and stuff, right?
North Korea offered him troops, like 100,000 troops at one time.
Who?
North Korea offered Putin troops if he wanted them.
Jesus. Screw North Korea. That guy drives around in like a Model T.
Still, those guys are like, we're ready to die.
Good. I want to kill some North Koreans, too.
Like, that's racist.
Hey, what? There will be order. You did say I was
racist. Now you're racist. We're all racist.
Yeah, man. Screw the North Korean army.
Us just saying that word probably took our video down.
Damn. Demonetized, taking us off YouTube. You can't do that. Yeah. Screw Kim Jong-un. Screw that bastard.
You know what we should try to figure out on this thing?
We should try to figure out where
we can do live on TikTok.
Yeah, bro. I want to talk to you about TikTok. We can do actual like
live video so people can watch us like live.
Yo, straight up, I want to talk to you about TikTok.
TikTok?
TikTok.
Like the UFOs?
TikTok.
Oh.
You are the one that sent me the video that TikTok is spying on everything.
Oh yeah, you're scared now.
Yeah, I'm nervous to have it because I don't like that crap, bro. But what I've discovered is in order for you to like grow an audience or anything, we got to start posting on TikTok. Something you skis.
No, we'll just put our videos. No, we don't have to like do little shorts back and forth.
Yeah, but here's what I've learned about this whole YouTube stuff. You can't just post the same thing on every. Like we can't have a TikTok and we post TikTok
videos
YouTube
on like Messenger.
Well, that would be a short, maybe. Is that what you're saying?
Can't we just take clips of our videos so people go watch? Yeah, we can
do that.
You can put like words in the title so they like go watch.
Yeah, but the idea that I had to begin with while we started the damn thing was way better. You just don't engage. I'm talking trash about your mom on there. You know what?
Well, I talk back a couple times. I clap back.
You didn't clap back hard enough, bro. That was cap. I'm straight up going to go on there. Your mom doesn't follow us on TikTok, does she?
I don't think she's even been on there, probably.
Good.
I made her follow us on YouTube.
Shout out
I was like, why aren't you following us? I made my parents feel bad.
Bro.
How are you not going to subscribe?
Shout out to Mrs. Skeezy. I mean, no disrespect by the jokes. Straight up.
It's all for fun.
It's all fun and games. We're not even thinking about each other's actual moms when we make the jokes, really. You just say your mom because it's funny. I tell your mom jokes.
Because some easy to say.
Yeah, man. I tell your mom jokes to all of my brothers. Like, I tell mom jokes to my family. Like, so I'm not thinking about my mom. It's just a mom joke. But anyway, I'm going to go on TikTok and I'm going to be telling all kinds of mom jokes, bro. And if you don't clap back, dog, like I
deleted it.
What?
I gotta get back on. You're gonna have to give me the password.
I don't know the password.
You have to reset it.
We gotta talk to Dave. I think Dave knows. Dave
you gotta reset
it up.
Just reset it through your email.
Reset it. Yeah, we gotta log you back in, and then because I'm gonna be clapping at your mom straight up on TikTok.
Oh yeah, man, I forgot. We can like chill and relax.
Kick back a little bit. Now you
we got these new chairs. These are a ticket.
Let's talk politics, man.
We can actually like chill.
So yeah, damn it, I had something I wanted to talk to you. Oh yeah, we were gonna. How come we never went and became cartel? What do you call those people?
Cartel.
No, not cartel.
The Border Patrol.
BP, son.
Because they probably don't really make that much money unless you take bribes.
Bro, have you seen the border lately?
It's rough, I'm sure.
We'd probably be making bank, son. I don't want to get skinned alive, though. That's the problem. I don't like...
Well, you got to roll in groups. You don't go by yourself.
Yeah, man. We could get all the gear. We could roll around in SWAT gear on the border and just shoot people. I don't know if that's how it works, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't condone...
No, of course we don't condone.
I mean,
we don't condone.
We want to de-escalate the situation first, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, if I see him coming up to the fence, I have to shoot. Right.
If I feel my life or one of my friends is in danger, I'm gonna protect that.
Yeah, I'm for America.
Yeah,
because we're patriots, and that's I don't know. People don't seem to understand that, but
no,
if they can't tell by our shirts and stuff, like straight up, our watches.
I'm so proud to be in this country. Where's a better place than this? I mean, regardless how the world's going, there's nothing better than to be here right now.
Yeah, but you remember what
you gotta be thankful for where you're at right now in this country.
Remember what we were texting about earlier today? Or yesterday, actually, we were texting.
I mean, it's rough out there.
America sucks, bro.
Everything. Well, the whole world does right now.
I learned something.
That's the problem.
I learned something recently. I was hanging out with this guy from Africa. He's from...
yeah, man, your hands could be like getting chopped off.
What, in Africa?
Yeah. Go dig me some diamonds.
Nah, see? Yeah. That's what he was talking to me about. See, that's an American point of view that you have, Ski.
But it does happen.
You've been lied to,
but
bro.
It does happen.
Yeah, but also in Africa, there are so many, like, crazy, beautiful places and cities.
He got angry with you about it.
No, he didn't. He was just showing me. And he's showing me videos and stuff. It's better than America over there, bro.
Where's he at? Is he in South Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, where's Ghana?
What? I don't know. But South Africa was a British colony at one time.
Okay, but right now, either way, Africa, you know what he told me? He said he's lived in Africa. He said the only time he ever gets to see a lion is if he goes to the zoo, son. He's like, you don't see
because he's a city boy.
He's like,
he's a city boy.
But that's like...
He ain't a countryman.
Hey, city boy. What's that? Have you ever seen that? You ever seen that clip? City boy. I don't know where it came from. No. I want to look that up. But, dude, he was telling me all about Africa. He said you can buy land in Africa. You can get it so cheap, so nice, so sweet. Start up. You can build a house. The houses are solid brick. Dude, I know what you're thinking, too. You're thinking like, oh, it's a brick hut in Africa. No, son. It's a mansion. It's like something you would see in California. And there's big cities like that over there. Like, everybody's living good.
Well, yeah, there's nice parts, but there's slums in that city, too.
Right, but we have slums, too. We have Chicago.
Mexico does, too, man. It's got nice places.
Okay, but the documentaries about Africa, they show you all that stuff.
Okay.
They show you the slums. So that was my view of Africa, too.
But what's the percentage, like, what's the ratio to, like, better places to worse in Africa?
Like, it's way better than we think it is how he was describing it to me. Yeah.
Really?
He said they're filming some of the worst. They're literally, it's like going to the slums in Chicago or something.
But what's wrong with trying to fix bad stuff?
What?
What's wrong with trying to want to fix that stuff?
Well, it's just the perception that all of Americans have of, like, Africa. That's all. He was like, because he was showing me videos and stuff. Yeah, but they have AC, bro. I think it is hot as hell. It's like 120 degrees. You're like, nah, dog. I'll stick it out in, well, wherever we're at.
I mean, we got problems here too, but
yeah, we have.
Yeah, but who went over there? You were telling me the Chinese are like giving them money and like establishing stuff.
Yeah,
over
freaking
there.
China, man. We got to do something about China. I don't know what.
That's what this whole war is, though. It's like And Putin's already said it. China said it. They have their own axis of like, we call it like the axis of evil, but like it's their own thing they're putting together because they want to establish like America's no longer going to be the dominant country. That's where they're coming from. They're trying to like push their way this way.
What does that mean?
And we're trying to go this way. So we're like meeting in Ukraine, and Ukraine is basically just like stuck in the middle of it. Them people are F, man. It sucks for them. Like, and like Ukraine's siding with us because they want to like prosper better because they don't want, like they see like capitalism as a better thing versus like communism, right?
Yeah.
But they're the ones stuck in the middle, and their people are the ones like having to deal with it. There's people getting killed over there that have like no control over this whatsoever. It sucks for them.
They could have got out.
People tried, but some people can't afford it, man.
All the women left skis.
Did they?
Well, most of them.
The only ones I see on TV are women.
What?
All
Fighting?
the dudes had to go fight. No, like the ones they're talking to.
Yeah, because all those women, all the feminists, they rolled out, son. And the dudes had to stick around. I don't want to change it to that kind of conversation, but
well, they had to fight.
You're right.
I mean, they're going to fight for their country. Those, I give props to those guys that are like going in there and like, because I mean, I would like to hope the people here, like if something happened, would do the same thing. But no. I feel like there's a lot of people in this country that would switch sides like that.
That's something we should go out and ask people. Well,
that's a good question to ask. What would you do?
Here's the thing, though. They're going to talk tough. Because we have no problems.
And then be like, okay, but what would you really do?
They're going to say, yeah, for sure, I would do it. Just like all those police officers in Uvalde, if you'd have asked them before the school shooting, they would say, I would lay down my life for any children. I'll kill a child killer. Okay. Like all this stuff. They'd probably talk all that trash. And they let everybody die.
I'm not saying where we're at. We've probably released it. Like, but the state we're in, yeah, like that would happen here. We don't have to talk. Like what you're saying, like the answers, of course, here, like this state,
yeah,
like the way proud. It goes, yeah, the people, and especially in this town,
yeah, people think like, they're bigger than they really are. I think
you have to go like out. You got to go outside your boundaries. That's why I say like a tourist spot would be a good place. Yeah, like if we go somewhere like where I want to go for my birthday,
let's do it and let's film.
That'd be a good question to ask because there's a lot of people from everywhere going there.
Yeah,
so it would be good to smart to bring a camera with.
Yeah, we will.
I think it'd be a good idea.
There's going to be a section where
because a lot of people come from all over in the country there.
Yeah,
it's a tourist spot.
Yeah, man, it's a question to ask. I think most people would be. I don't know. There was that guy in freaking recently. The shooter went into the mall. I forget which state it was, and this dude with a concealed carry license shot him, killed him. So there's still people out there that. It's just hard to gauge because we've never had to deal with any kind of war in this country, right? Like my generation,
besides our
not my parents,
people fighting each other.
Yeah,
back in like the 1800s.
Yeah, you flipping somebody off on the interstate. That's about as bad as it gets around here. I mean,
it can escalate.
It gets worse. Like there's really bad things happening in America, but as far as war goes, we're not dealing with none of that, so we don't know how we would respond. And that's why I love listening to stories of soldiers who went and fought in the 20 years past in Iraq and Afghanistan and stuff. Because those guys saw some crazy stuff, man. And those guys, like, actually had to go to war and, like, do the stuff and kill people. And, like, I don't know, they got to
well, we know people that have, like, done that. And they're definitely not, like, all the way in the head, man. Like
it'll screw you up.
I'm sure, for sure. Like we've talked to people, we know people.
Oh yeah,
that have fought. And like I mean, like I said, man, it changes a person. I'm sure, for sure.
Yeah, that's when you got to go do that psilocybin stuff. Those drugs, right? You got to go to the desert, like Mexico or whatever, and do like this mushroom that resets your life. I want to do it because people say you go to like you fly through the universe and see. Didn't we talk about this once? You said you've done mushrooms and you didn't see any of that, or you did? You didn't see an alien?
Spiritual. It was spiritual, but it wasn't like the good spiritual. It was like the bad stuff.
Maybe you're a bad person.
No, man, because like I try to be a good person.
Do you?
I do.
You have a skull on your arm. I'm judging you pretty hard. No cap. Straight up, you have a skull and you have
skull's not part of life.
You just seem like kind of a really violent individual to
you got a gun on your
Don't talk about my
And it says,
shirt. It's America. Yeah, why don't you follow
don't talk
shirt?
about my arm.
Nah, dog.
Man, this is just saying like life is like death is inevitable.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
That's true.
You got so much time, man.
How do you know we can't beat it? Just because no one's beaten it yet? How do you know that we can't beat
I mean, eventually your body will die.
You don't know that.
Like your body breaks down. It dies. I'm not saying there's not an afterlife. I'm not saying stuff like that. I'm saying like your being on this planet is going to perish.
No.
Yes.
I refuse.
Your body breaks down.
Skis.
It dies like everything else. A vehicle dies. That computer will die.
Skis.
These lights will die.
I'm not going to die, bro.
This house will die someday.
How dare you, sir? I will have order in this courtroom.
Hopefully not. Hopefully one day it'll be like a, like they got a plaque outside that says
BTG squad.
Yeah. Hopefully they keep it up and like it makes historical memento.
It's gonna be, man. It's gonna be a museum. We're gonna leave the studio just like this. They come in and look. See,
like, this is where the magic happens.
See where I sat.
Can I sit there?
You can sit.
Oh, I can feel his aura.
Yeah, my aura is amazing too. Feel that warmth that I bring. Yeah, man. I don't know. One day I feel like we're at least gonna go into robot bodies. That's gonna be cool.
You watched that show? What is it on Netflix?
The Patient. Yes, I did.
I started watching that. Yeah.
It's a damn good
no,
show.
The one where they go like they can like download their like selves into other bodies.
Oh, Westworld.
No.
Westworld's kind of like that.
No.
But I know what you're talking about.
It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix show.
Oh,
it started where it's like it started with the guy from you watch Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
Because the first season was with like the main like military dude.
Yeah, what's the name of the movie, son? Why do you?
The show. There's 2 seasons. I can't remember.
Well, I know. I thought they kind of quit doing that show too.
Well, there's 2 seasons.
Yeah, but where's the rest of them? Because I freaking love that show.
Because the second season's got that guy from like the Captain America show.
The black dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because they have those skins. They call them skins, right? You put on a different skin.
Have you seen those skins like on the videos on YouTube?
Yeah, you showed me that. But that was
like open it up. It's for the show. I think.
It was like an expo or something for the show.
But I mean, I feel like we're not that far away from something like that.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
What if you could like you don't think we can probably like log in to like another like you're still like you'd have to still be alive? But I bet there's a way to like put like electrodes and stuff on our head. Like we can like log into like another thing.
Bro, that would be the question. How long can they keep your brain alive? They don't need to keep your body alive. But yeah, like you're saying, if they can just keep your brain alive in this thing, then your brain could wirelessly connect to like a body that they've created and you could still be alive forever.
Here's my question though. How do they disconnect your brain while keeping it alive?
They just have to figure that out.
Once it's disconnected, like you're like without your brain, like without like your organs, like your brain doesn't work with like out everything else, right?
I don't know.
You gotta like
why not artificial organs?
Like somehow connect it. Well, I'm sure we're not that far away, man.
Nobody would have
those embryos.
Yeah, nobody would have ever thought that they could take your human heart out of your chest and keep it beating until they pop it in somebody else's.
Well, they don't have to.
What do you mean?
They can put the heart on ice and like reconnect it. They just have to hook you up to like hoses so like the blood keeps flowing through your body while the heart is out. So they like take like your the shit that flows into your heart, right? And they probably like connect it to something so the body, your blood keeps flowing. And then they put the heart in and then they reconnect it.
Yeah.
But like your brain is connected to your spinal cord, everything. Once they sever that, man, your brain is dead. Like it's not still alive. There's got to be a way to like somehow keep the brain alive once it's disconnected.
Yeah, we just
because your brain can't die and be put back in.
We just fuse in a fake spinal cord above where we're gonna cut it, and then we cut it down there, and we got the fake spinal cord up here that keeps you going, and it's hooked up to computers and everything.
That's what I'm saying. It's like taking a power cord, unplugging it, and plugging another one in.
You think the memories, because people have died and they come back to life. They've been dead for like 5 minutes and they come back to life. They
but
still
their brain
have all
must have
their
never
memories and stuff.
But their brain activity must have never completely stopped.
So the brain maybe doesn't die all the way, like right away, like that. Maybe it keeps firing for a little while.
But their brain wasn't like their head wasn't cut off, like their heart stopped beating.
Yo, okay, well we're saying we're just gonna cut the top of your head off, pull your brain out, bro.
Yeah, and then how do you know? You think it still survives after the brain comes out?
They're gonna have to. The doctors, they're gonna have to figure that out. That's not for me to decide. I can't.
I can see how the heart thing works because your brain, you're still alive. They're keeping the blood flowing,
right?
So like it still thinks like your heart is there because they have like an artificial heart. You'd almost have to have like. You'd have to almost hook up an artificial brain to your brain, and then disconnect it, move it. And then reconnect your brain into something else and then take like the artificial. You'd have to somehow connect your brain to an artificial body first and then disconnect it from yours.
Dog,
that's what they would have to do.
This is cap from you, son. Straight up. You're capping.
That's what they would have to do.
Wait. I don't even understand the levels of science that you're going to right now. You're saying
they'd have to have an artificial body next to yours.
Okay.
They'd have to somehow connect your brain so your brain is connected to your body and that body.
Yeah.
And then they'd have to disconnect your body.
But
they can't just take your brain out and then put it in. I don't think that's going to work.
Can you imagine how much that would cost?
I'm not saying it couldn't, but yeah.
Bill Gates would be able to barely afford it on his deathbed, and he would like keep living.
All I know is if we could have did it, Stephen Hawking would still be alive. Probably.
That's true. So, Elon Musk would probably already be in a different body. So would Billy Boy.
We're all over the place with this.
We can do whatever we want to. Yeah. It's BTG Squad.
Yeah, BTG Squad.
Shout out to Russia. Shout out to Ukraine, I guess, right?
Yeah. Did you watch that show?
What show?
I told you to watch on Amazon. What's it called? No. I texted it to you.
No, I have not. It's about the aliens?
Dude,
no, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it because we were finishing a show. So
what did I text you? You're going to have to look it up. But you got to check out. Is there a preview for it? I don't know.
Well, keep talking and I'll look it up.
But it's I texted it to you. What is it called?
It's called Your Mom Truly Loves.
But dude, they talk about Antarctica and everything and like what's going on over there. Dude, this lady has stories from a military guy because we have a base in Antarctica.
Yeah.
And he like contacted her and told her all the stuff that happens up there. And she won't like give his real name, but she's like, this guy gave me all these stories. She's got like so much info. I mean, like, if she's a storyteller, man, she's a storyteller of all storytellers.
Bro, that guy's in breach of contract, man.
Yeah, they've even contacted him because they found out he was talking to her, she said.
Did you see, didn't I send you the story about the dude in Alaska who saw that massive UFO floating above like his town for like hours?
Dude, actually it's the South Pole. But she talks about there's this hole. We have a military base. There's other military bases up there, right? And she says
hold up. Do you have to give a disclaimer? Is this like some bull crap? It could be bull crap, but maybe not.
Maybe. I don't know. But I'm assuming they say that she's showing pictures of these bases set up in like Antarctica.
Military bases?
Yeah, stuff. And the scientists were flowing and this guy was working. Anyways, this is a story. I don't know if it's true or not.
F you guys. It's true.
But I mean, this guy came forward and told her all this stuff. She's got pictures of stuff. And I don't know if it's the actual pictures or not. But this guy came to her. She's a journalist. And he was telling her, and he's this ex-military dude that worked in these places in like the 80s, late 90s. And they were working, and there's this, supposedly he was supposed to fly these like scientists down there to like collect, they're supposed to collect like data and stuff from like Antarctica, right? Like ice core samples and shit like that.
Yeah.
But there's this area, and he even talked about how he would see these discs flying around before. They even went, he said him and his like military buddies would joke around about it. Like da-da-da-da-da. But there's this like no-fly zone down there. Well, what happened is this guy got hurt on one of the Australian military. There's also an Australian thing down there. There's a base. And he said one guy got hurt, and they were supposed to go pick him up, like transport him to like help him out because they got hurt down there. Well, they said they're the only way to like get there fast enough to help this guy. They like broke protocol and flew over this zone. that's supposedly like a no-fly zone for the military.
Yes.
And he talked about this giant hole, like a giant crater in Antarctica that like goes down in the ground. And they flew over it, and they picked this dude up and brought him back. And this is just story short from what she said. She goes into more detail. But she talks about they brought this dude back, and then when they got back with the plane, there's already a dudes in like suit and ties there waiting for him, telling him, "You did not see what you saw."
Such bull crap, man.
And like,
how do you get away with that?
But he talks about he saw these discs down there flying around in these like areas.
What?
Yeah. And saying that there's like some kind of, these scientists he's supposed to pick up another time. They're supposed to go back and they're supposed to keep contact with these guys. They disappeared for like a week. These scientists, they couldn't find them. They couldn't get them back, hold of them on the radio. They're supposed to pick them up, couldn't back. All of a sudden they reappeared, and he said they picked these scientists up. And when these scientists got on the plane, they all got in, they sat down, and they would all look at the ground, and they wouldn't talk to anybody. And when the guy said they were trying to like talk to him and like kind of ask him questions, they wouldn't talk to him. They'd just like stare at the ground.
No.
They're supposed to like collect their equipment, and they told them somebody would come back and get it later. Yeah, and these dudes supposedly just disappeared for like a week. And again, he said, after the scientists left, there's these guys in suit and ties said, "You didn't see any of this."
I'll be like, bet I saw it. And I'm going to tell everybody.
And supposedly, she said this guy, she met with him another time because she wanted to meet with him in like New York. And his brother was there and this and that. And she went to go talk to him. And after they like went, because he was still working for like a military installment, but like not for the military, as like a civilian. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like they were like contracted through the military stuff still, because he was out of the military now, but he's still working for him.
Yeah.
And he said he got a phone call that like called him up, and they said, "Hey, we know you're telling people this, and you need to stop,
or else you're gonna die." Son.
And this is what this lady says. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know how much is true. And like the way I'm telling it doesn't sound so realistic. But like she goes in like way more detail than I do.
So
this is just more like a breakdown of what she talks about. But the show's good, and they talk about like the Sumerians and like texts they like wrote on like walls, like their hieroglyphics and stuff, and like showing like aliens and like how they like guys that actually wrote, like deciphered their stuff, like what it actually means and everything. It's pretty good.
So is it called E.T.'s Among Us?
Yeah, there's more than one.
E.T.'s
I watched the
second
second one. The second one's like, even in the title it sounds better because it says like Antarctica and this and that.
Yeah.
I think it's the best one to watch, but I think there's like 4 or 5 of them.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like an hour and a half. It's good.
I have to check this out.
I liked it.
The whole Antarctica thing has always freaked me out. It just sounds too easy, though. You know, your brain, whenever I start thinking about aliens and Antarctica and stuff, your brain goes, that's such an easy explanation for anybody to come up with. Yeah. Like, because none of us ever go to Antarctica, so you could create so much mystery around Antarctica easily. Yeah. But it's also, there's a lot of like damn good videos where they show like a lot of footage and a lot of people who you're like, that can't be an actor. That looks like a legitimate human being, and he looks sincere and this like there's some really convincing stuff out there where you just
it's a good place
never
to go
get an answer.
Stuff.
We should go to Antarctica.
Like you said, nobody goes there, so it's a good place to do things.
Right. Even the ocean too. Antarctica and the ocean are the two places that
I think there's a lady that comes on there. She seems kind of crazy. I didn't like listen to her too much, but she talked about how we're doing stuff in the ocean too. Like there's these bases and stuff underwater because like nobody thinks to look there.
Here's the thing. America, do we like own part of the ocean? Like,
well,
can like a Russian sub cruise up on the coast of California? Is that possible?
We have the maritime standards, right? That's where like our Chinese stuff with Taiwan's like, that's where they're like trying to claim more stuff, and they're buying up all these islands so they can claim more ocean,
right?
Because when they say it's their land, then you have a certain space
distance, yeah,
that where you like, oh, this is ours, so you can't interfere with it.
Yeah,
you're getting too close,
right? So the parts of the ocean that are out in the middle, like nobody owns it. Anybody can go there, basically, and just
So there's like Interpol It's like your policing of the world, right?
Yeah. So how would we put well, I suppose we could have a base up on our part of the ocean.
Yeah. Underneath one of the states or whatever.
But what? It's for aliens, dog?
I don't know. But then General like Byrd was that explored Antarctica back in the day. You ever learn about him?
No.
He's a general like way back when. He's one of the first explorers of like he broke through all the ice. His last name was Byrd.
Yeah.
His name was like General or Admiral something Byrd.
Didn't he say that there was a big land there the size of Texas or something like that?
Dude, he talks about in his journals he talks supposedly being attacked and like seeing ships like flying in the air.
Maybe he was hallucinating. I'm trying to come up with anything.
He lost people in ships.
Damn it, man.
I don't know. Supposedly. I don't know. I wasn't alive then, but it's still interesting. Like, this stuff really happened. Like, I want to know.
Yeah, I really do, too. I think everybody thinks, just recently the Pentagon, they started releasing all the UFO stuff. I think the only reason they did that is just so they can get a better grip on the information. Because now they've developed a system where you report things to this system and they determine if it's real or not. Mm-hmm. Like the damn government now. So now they have even more control over all the information because people are going to say, they're like, you report all this to this hotline or this whatever in the government, and we'll do our research and let you know if there's any legitimacy to this. So if there's anything actually going on, all of our UFO stuff is now being flooded into this like Pentagon system.
And now they're deciding whether they should tell anybody.
Yeah, and they can just
like, what did you see?
Stuff.
Oh, you saw that? You better not tell anybody.
Yeah, or they'll just say, no, this was fake. We had a military drone in the area. Like, they'll
make up stories.
Yeah. Like they're what's the word? Archiving all the UFO information just so they can spew it out like however they want to sell it.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And maybe it is us. Maybe it's just us developing things they don't want other countries to know,
Yeah, maybe we're rich, bro.
Yeah, it's possible. We're not.
Talking to us personally, we are, though.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Where's my money?
Squad dog, I gave it to him. I want the stuff to be real. I look up in the sky all the time at night and just hope to see a UFO. I see some things sometimes, but sometimes, you're like, you've been looking at the sky too long. You're like, I think I saw something move, but you probably didn't.
Dude, I know. I've seen stuff when I was younger, and it was for real. Because it wasn't only me. I actually saw it with somebody else.
You have a freaking UFO experience, and you've never told us on the show?
6th grade, dude.
What happened?
I thought I did.
Oh, you didn't?
Dude, I was at my buddy's house. We always played basketball at his place. Like, he was an only child, so I'd always go over to his house. Because he had like things and like we were basically broke. So we'd always, but like we were like best friends at the time. But dude, we were outside. It was getting dark out. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta go home. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna ride my bike. Like I used to like cut through the trees because I lived in a trailer park. So like my trailer was like here. And if I cut between the trailers, I go like this, like to his house.
Yeah.
But like it was dark. I was young. I was like, man, and there's these tall trees and there's like a long line. And I always like book it through those trees because you always think like something's gonna like grab you or like something's there, There's a dog that always scared the crap out of you, like on the other side of the fence.
Yes.
So I'd always like, because our streets were like opposite, so sometimes I'd just leave and like go around and like come to my house instead of going through like it's way shorter this way.
And you saw something.
But dude, we both saw like in the air. I was at his house and like the sky up like above us, and dude, there's 3 lights. No freaking joke. 3 lights in a row, like doot, 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 like a straight line. And they're doing this, like, they're all like moving by themselves up and down, like fast.
How have you never told me
And then they'd all like line back up again. I was like, what? I was like, what is going on? And it's not stuff like planes could do. And this is when I was young. This is before like drones was even like a thing, Yeah. Like at least as far as I know, like through the whole, like now drones are everywhere.
Right.
But like maybe, but it wasn't like a helicopter going like, like slow, like they would move fast, dude. It was crazy. And then I was like, whoa, and I was getting freaked out. And I like booked it home on my bike. But yeah, we saw it together. Like he's the one that saw it. And I was like, no freaking way. What is that?
No noise?
No, well there were just lights, like 3 lights. Like if
little lights?
No. They're like where the stars would be in the sky at dark at night.
Damn.
And then they'd move like But like if they wouldn't have moved, you would just think they were stars.
Ah.
But then they're doing like crazy like maneuvers. Like they weren't like something any like, as far as I know, military equipment or anything could do.
Jesus, man.
They're moving like super fast and like not simultaneously. Like one would go up, one would go down. The other one, like they're like doing like all these weird things. And they'd only go like up and down though. And it wasn't like a blinking light. It would move. Like someone was taking a light and going like this. Like if you held like a light bulb on the end of a stick and it was dark out, and there's 3 of them. There's like 3 people doing like this, like super fast and like moving them. It's crazy. And then they like line up again. And then I think like one like took off. I've seen stuff where like I see stuff moving around. And you see like stuff take off. But then when they move like that, sometimes I think it's like a satellite because it's never like super fast. It's just like, but there's like airplanes, like for us, like the lights blink.
Yeah.
And like some of these lights I've seen, like they don't blink either. They're just lit.
That's freaking crazy.
But that story, yeah, like I said, you can call me crazy, whatever you want. I know what I saw.
No, man, I believe it.
At the time.
I
was young, and I'll never forget that story till the day I die.
God, I wish I could just catch one. You know?
Right.
You wish you could just see one sitting in the ground somewhere or something. It pisses me off to no end that nobody can take a damn clear footage. And that also pisses me off that UFO video we did. You were super skeptical. How are you going to judge those people when you had your own damn experience? You said it was a helicopter.
Yeah, but I said, I can, because I want to see it myself.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff we can do with computers these days is out of control.
That's true.
I mean, they make movies look better than real life stuff.
Right.
So they make it look more real than real life. Like sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a problem, dude.
So who's to say somebody didn't make it up? Like,
yeah, but that's
the
like
things they can
physical,
do.
Like it's actually in the atmosphere, right?
Yeah, but they were like
You can't
laughing
fake-
and joking around about it. That video? Yeah.
No, bro.
They kind of were. With the
Come
dad and the
on.
kids.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, that one's just not believable to me. I've
that's
seen
so
stuff
weird.
that is.
I feel like if they were
there
gonna
is.
make they would make it a little more like they would put a little more to it, so it would. I don't know. That wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Dude, you want to go see something? You know what you need to do?
Go to Joshua Tree.
No, you need to go like get a tent, go out into a field, stay the night, and stay up and watch the skies.
Nah, dog. What about the monsters, man?
Well,
Get
bring
me?
someone with you to feed them.
Bring a gun.
bring someone you know.
Hey, Brian, B-Rye. I need you out in the field this weekend, bro. Justin?
Obviously, you want other people to see it too, because you got to be like, "Hey, man."
Well,
wake
people
up, be like, "Look at that."
Hey,
You see it with me, right? That not just me. I'm not crazy.
people do that, though. There's tons of UFO groups who go out and sit for like weeks outside and they call like the UFOs.
Did they say
That one
That's
dude
weird.
from Project Blue Book.
They're probably
or
on
whatever.
drugs too.
Yeah, probably. Take mushrooms tonight, everybody. Leave your minds
So we can
open.
talk to
Yeah.
the aliens.
Connect your feet together. Everybody takes their socks off. Connects some weird crap.
Dude, that I think about stuff, but then that group, those guys are gonna be the next people you see on the news that like had like a mass suicide.
Yeah, everybody drink this. We will ascend to the aliens.
And they're like, "Oh, all hail Zootar." Or
All
something.
hell Bazaar. All hell Bob Lazar.
Drink the Kool-Aid. Zoltan. What is that, dude? Where's my car? They're like Zoltan.
Zoltan.
They make a Z with their hands.
That'd be legit, man.
I suppose so, man. We're dragging this along.
We're 43 minutes into this bastard. I have another
So,
video I want to do.
all right.
So,
Cue the music.
ladies and gentlemen.
Hope you enjoyed this. We're crazy sometimes.
Yeah. Who cares? The music has been cued.
It's good talk.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys. Subscribe.
All you
Watch the
crazies
show.
out there, subscribe.
We'll catch you on the next video.
Where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us. I don't know.